Good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Um, I'm 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 not fully rested yet after the last 2 days, but I'm getting there.
Yes. Well, what you're referring to the last 2 days, we've just been on an incredible shoot into a region called the Koa Bokkerveld, which is about hour and a half north of where we are in the Western Cape. And the reason we were there was to shoot a video that we sponsored for the winner of the Western Cape Young Farmer of the Year contest. So it was Deval's idea for a while now to sponsor a marketing video for the winner of the Young Farmer of the Year contest. And actually, some clients of ours won this, Graaff fruit. And so we spent 2 incredible days up at one of their farms called Rietfontein in the Koa Bokkerveld, which means cold buckfield, because it is particularly cold. And that's why they produce amazing apples and cherries. So yes, we've had an amazing time, and Dewald also had a good time. So yeah, we're picking up the pieces this morning.
Yeah, I've downloaded all the footage this morning, and there's some really good stuff there. So
Yeah.
it was two. Well, we can basically say one full day very well spent.
Yes, incredible. And it must be exhausting, but it is mentally and emotionally very, very energizing to go and shoot and see beautiful agriculture happening like that in our country. So we really loved it.
Yeah,
And then
the stuff, we've just downloaded the stuff, so we've not edited anything, so we really can't share anything at the moment yet. And
then
I just want to add that Christy, next week on the 16th is the national competition for the Young Farmer of the Year. We compete against 9 other young farmers from all over the country to be the South African Young Farmer of the Year.
Yes, and we're talking about.
It's sponsored by Toyota and Santam, and the grand prize is a brand new Toyota double cab bakkie.
So best of luck to Christy van der Heever from Rietfontein, Graaff Fruit Rietfontein production unit. So we're keeping our fingers crossed for Christy for next week.
Yes.
So
yes.
we'll soon see how that turns out. And then on from seeing beautiful fruit on the tree to where we were last year in California. We went up to Fresno, and from Bakersfield we went to Fresno, and close by. Can you remember the name of the place where the pack house is, Dewald?
Isn't it Delano?
Yeah, not too sure, but very close to Fresno. It could be Delano. And we went to see the Prima Wawona pack house, which just was incredible for us because it's they told us it's the biggest stone fruit production unit in the United States.
They said the world.
The world. You see, I'm not too sure. That's why I'm asking you. But
that was the words they used. Look, it's big. It's big, and I'm not sure if it's the world, but it's very, very big.
So Prima Wawona, and we absolutely loved our visit to see these incredible stone fruit on the trees, and then going through the pack house. And we were lucky enough to see both. And when we saw this announcement in the news, it says largest Californian stone fruit producer files for bankruptcy, hoping to sell business. And this was in Fresh Fruit Portal on the 1st of November. We were gobsmacked. Maybe the fact that the business was in financial trouble has been known in the Californian fruit industry for a while, but we had no idea. So it kind of took us by surprise.
Yeah, and it's a little bit of story. This is in the Fresh Fruit Portal is the website. Prima Wawona, largest stone fruit producer in California's Central Valley, filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection on October 13th, hoping to facilitate the sale of the company. The company pointed the finger at significant headwinds, including increased costs and weather-related impacts that have combined to make our existing capital structure unsustainable. Reuters reported that a company owned by a private equity firm, Payne Schwartz Partners, has about 679 million in debt and plans to sell its business in bankruptcy, according to bankruptcy court documents. Okay, so what the article don't state is, does the private equity firm, did they file for bankruptcy, or did the farming operation file for bankruptcy? That's what it's not clear to me.
Yes, it's not clear, but what is clear is that exactly what we've been told is going to happen, that climate change is going to impact on the financial viability and sustainability of farming operations. And that's obviously, we don't know how much, to what extent, but it has contributed to the situation. And who knows? But we visited last year, and we were astounded to see how the packing works, and how the people were rewarded, for their piecework, and how we were astounded at the entire operation. Equally on how they were making use of some very old tractors. Devot, do you know more details about that?
I'll put a picture, but just to give a scale, the size of this operation, an apricot is 18,000 acres in California, San Joaquin Valley. 18,000 acres equates to about roughly 9,000 hectares, which is big. For a fruit farming operation, it's big.
Yeah, we in South Africa, we can't even imagine that kind of scale.
Yeah, so let me quickly show you some of our photos from there. Sorry, I just want to find it here quickly. There we go. Okay, so this is on one of the Prima Wawona farm units. There we are in orchards. We were taken there by a lovely gentleman called Chris Campson from Veritiv, who provides packaging materials for most of the major growers and packers in the area. That silver mulch in the bottom is to add to coloring of the fruit. It's as it reflects the light up from the bottom to the bottom side of the fruit, and it helps with coloring around. Also helps to take nice photos. Reflects a lot of light in there.
Yes, we didn't have to take our own reflector. We had it. It was built into the orchard.
Yeah. Yes, the guy's picking.
I just had a quick look. I think the place where we saw this is called Reedley.
Yes, that's right.
Now this is quite something to see.
Okay, so these are old, very old Massey Ferguson. I think it was still called just Ferguson at that stage. Tractors.
Yes.
1952 models, if I'm correct, that they said, and they are powered on propane or LP gas as we know it here. And those two tanks will last them about 2 weeks, if I remember correctly, they said, per tractor, which greatly helps with saving fuel costs. But also that they've got 400 of these little tractors on the farm.
Yeah, that's what we were told. We only saw this one, but we were astounded to hear that they'd taken all these old tractors and modified them and used them on the farm, which was pretty cool. They're driving around in things that should be in the museum.
Yeah, and look, it doesn't look like it's in good nick, but that thing is in good nick still.
Yeah, no, it was quite incredible. So it's quite a shocker to hear about that. And one hopes that some kind of solution can be reached on the financial side, because the fruit that they were producing was just jaw-droppingly beautiful, and we were fortunate enough to taste some and be given some as a gift. And
Yes.
I'll never forget.
We had to give it away because we couldn't take it anywhere.
Yeah, the biggest nectarines I've ever seen.
And
So,
and the interesting thing is they had a couple of their own variety of nectarines as well, and peaches.
anyway, so there we go with Chris.
Yes. Okay, so in other news, it looks like Peru is having some good fortune with the table grapes, with the Californian harvest being lower than what is expected. So there's a demand for their grapes up into America. Let me
Yes.
just find- And this is shared on also the fresh fruit portal. It basically boils down to that the stocks from the California harvest were slow, so there's a gap in the market to for Peru, who came in quite a bit earlier this season to supply that demand at good prices.
Yeah, it's always like that. One person's misfortune is the next person's fortune, and that's how it works. And also, while we are on table grapes, we've started a countdown to the International Table Grape Symposium, which is being held in Somerset West near Cape Town at the end of this month. And we started a countdown on our LinkedIn page, showing the variety photos that we have, and we'll spread that into other beautiful photo and interesting photographs we have of table grapes as we get closer to the symposium. And we look forward to seeing people from the table grape industry all over the world at the symposium.
Yes. Yep. So, yeah, in short, that's it for this morning.
Have a great day. Keep well.
Cheerio.
Bye.